Last time on the system Hyrule. The alliance of Adrian, Sherry, and Matthew concocted a devious plan.
Next mission, we're gonna call round 3 the bankruptcy strategy. How to beat the system.
Oh my god, I robbed everyone that wasn't with me.
And while some of the other contestants didn't really appreciate this plan,
Adrian sucks.
the trio were able to rule the round.
Dustin, you are eliminated.
What? What?
Bye.
But at live night, the trio were put back on the defensive.
Can we kind of like agree on something here? Because if that happens,
I don't know. Can we?
Yeah,
I mean, can we like talk? I know what Miranda wants. I have a strong.
What do I want, man?
I have a feeling you want Sherry gone.
Oh, I actually don't want Sherry gone. I want Adrian gone.
And saw one of their own sent home.
Sherry, you have been eliminated and removed from the system.
Will Adrian and Matthew be able to make a comeback, or will they continue to be picked off? Find out this time on The System.
Round 4 confessional. I didn't think I'd be saying that for sure. I was surprised I made it through chamber. I had no faith, absolutely. And then it just happened. It was magical. Everyone got working together and saved me. And yeah, Dustin got to go. I'm excited Dustin left because he was like a loose cannon and that was not good for my game. Like the more he remained in here, the more likely is going to be revealed on my end and he's just going to me over even more. So I'm glad he went. I'm really sad Sherry had to go as a result of live night. The whole thing was kind of weird to me. I don't know. I just like Steve is really smart, you know, like he doesn't seem the type of person that would forget to press send. I do trust him, but I don't know if he legitimately forgot to press send or if he wanted to send her home. I know he had trouble with her before. She had called him a liar previously. So, I mean, I wouldn't fault him for doing that. I just wish that he would tell me if it was the case. I didn't want Sherry to go at all. Sherry, if you're watching this or if this makes it into the cut, I know I'm a very shady character, but I genuinely didn't want you to go. I did really like you and I wish we would have played further together. But as of now, I feel like I've been left alone in the wolves' den. I don't trust Matthew or Tony. I don't know what they're brewing. I feel like they possibly had a hand in putting me in the chamber. They might want to try to put me in again. So I'm on a very precarious line right now. Like I could easily fall over. So I don't know what's going to happen.
This round's mission will take place over the next 24 hours, and this one is a different type of endurance. For this mission, you will need to pay special attention to the chat as the masked fish Gyorg will be making an appearance. Every time I post fish in the main chat, the first person to respond with stab it will get a point. Different size fish will be worth different points, and after a certain period, you will start to lose points after false stabs. Whoever has the most points at the end of the 24-hour period will get first place in the mission. Good luck, contestants.
Let's get the party started, shall we?
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Well, the party's already begun, but let's continue the party. So, is this the round where my enemies started messaging me and talking to me and asking what I was doing, and I didn't know if I should trust them at first, and by my enemies, I mean Adrian and Matt.
If someone clicked the link,
we would have seen them because they would have had to. Ugh. Hypothetically, I mean,
I was just trying to say stab it. I was just pressing Command V and I forgot that I had copied the Hangout link to you.
oh my god. I mean,
Okay. It's not a big deal. I mean, we're just two people that no one would expect to be talking about the game together. No big deal.
I mean, if anyone asks, if any of my allies ask me, I'll just be like, Miranda, I felt like I should have a conversation with Miranda just to see where her head is at. I was basically lying to her face. That's basically the long and the short of it, is what I'll say is I needed to probe where Miranda's head was at.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say like I wanted to see where Matt's head was at. I wanted to see if he was targeting me this round. He wasn't telling me anything, something like that.
I mean, it was basically like we both lost our biggest allies. Are we going to target each other? Is this still going to be like a giant fight? Or,
Nick could have seen it. Elena, maybe. Yeah, like Nick and Elena. And if Nick or Elena ask you, you can just say, I wanted to see where her head was at, wanted to see if she was targeting me, like something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Or if...
talking to me.
Who isn't talking to you?
Elena stopped talking to me.
Oh, when? Like today?
She was. No. After Sherry went crazy. Like round 2, Sherry went nuts. And like declared Elena was basically a traitor.
But yeah, so Matt came to me and I was like, okay, what the hell does he want? And then I asked Tony about it, and Tony said that Matt actually does want to work with me and realizes that I'm his best shot to make it to the end because, he just lost his number 1 ally, Sherry, and I just lost who people think was my number 1 ally, Dustin, when really I didn't talk everything with Dustin. I didn't tell Dustin everything about my game, so I didn't really lose my number 1 ally, but I'm glad that it looks like that. I can have them thinking that. I don't know if you noticed, but any information you got must have been not truthful because I never gave her any information. And the biggest tip off to me that they were looking out for you, was just that both Elena and Sherry came to me saying the same thing, almost as if they got word that I had said something, and they were saying, oh, they both said the exact same thing. Oh, Matt is so controlling. I don't like it. And, of course I'm just going to agree to that. I'm like, yeah, I don't like it. And in the back of my head, I was like, is someone saying that I'm saying these things? Because I must have said something once. I must have said it once. And then that person told another person, oh, Miranda thinks this, Miranda thinks that.
The biggest thing I had heard from you and made you, the round 1, my priority target was Miranda and Dustin are saying that you and Adrian are paired and that you are controlling the game.
This whole illusion of my position in the game that's not really realistic that Matt sees is gonna be what makes him want to work with me. And so I'm aware that he wants to use me for a couple votes and then get rid of me. What he doesn't know is that I'm not the third person in the alliance. He's the third person in the alliance because Tony and I already have an alliance that we had on day 1. And I'd like to believe that, I do believe that the 3 of us, Tony, Jace, and I, want to go to the end together. And I really want to go to the end with them.
I don't feel like I can trust anybody 100%. I feel like Miranda's the most genuine person in the game left, but I don't feel like Miranda has my back 100% either. So it's really hard. So right now, I guess I have my alliance with Miranda and Steve, and then have an alliance with like Adrian, I have an alliance with like Tony. And the Adrian alliance is obviously fake. It's been fake since the beginning because every time I've been on the block, Adrian's done nothing to try to keep me. Adrian was totally fine with this plan of just all vote Elena and then I'm gonna go home. Like, that's clearly what the plan was, and Tony and Steve f***ed it up. So thank you, Tony and Steve, for f***ing up that plan, because I would have gone home. So, like, that shows me where I stand for Adrian. Adrian had the balls to ask me to save him during the live night when he's never voted to keep me. I voted to keep him the first time. Like, I fought for him to stay. And he's never made any effort for me to stay in the game. So, like, you know, why should I look after you?
I just wanted to tell you really quick, this is like the effort of all day long, and I didn't want to like say anything until I knew I can guarantee it, to not get your hopes up or get our hopes up, because I wasn't even sure. But I think hopefully, knock on wood, I think I may have saved us. So I got our popularity raised by 8 points each for you and for me. And I know that it's happening because I did it. I had some prisms transferred to me. I was not sure if this deal was going to go through. So I don't know. Well, I mean, are you happy? Like, I'm not seeing a reaction. So
I'm still waiting for you, like, you to finish.
No. I
didn't know.
I was like, I'm not getting a reaction. Like, are you happy then?
No, like, I'd rather us be safe. So I actually do have one prism.
Yeah.
That they told me. There was a math error. You have one prism. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh,
I still have it. I didn't use it. I didn't know what to do with it.
Well, you can do anything with one prism, right?
You can boost someone up one or neg someone one.
Oh.
That's
it. Yeah. I mean, you could boost yourself up one.
I guess I could.
Yeah. So
I don't think anyone else is gonna boost me other than you. Pretty sure they're actually gonna hit me. So
now this is like critical. So like this is like hardcore like secret here. So I was able to get the prisms from Elena. So this is basically like a thank you for saving her last round, and they were allowed components to this deal with the devil as the lightning comes down. AKA Sherry. So we had discussed potentially working together down the line, and it's down the line now, and here we are. So I have been kind of talking to her. I wasn't really sure where her head was at because she just hasn't been around that much, and I wasn't really sure. Kind of not as bad as Tony, but sort of like not responding, like what's going on.
Oh yeah,
like,
she's a lot like Tony and Jace responding level.
Right, yeah, it wasn't that bad, but it was like starting to get there. I'm like, oh. So she finally got back to me at around like 6:30 tonight, and I let her in on the fact that, you know, I'm obviously feeling like I'm in the bottom here, and you're feeling you're in the bottom, and I was like, you know, and she does not want to work with any of the people that we don't want to work with long term. Like, she does not want Jace here. She does not want, I don't know how she feels about Tony, but and she does not want to work with Matt long term. She does not want to work with Adrian long term. So even though she's kind of been with them, she's realizing that she's kind of on the bottom of whatever that is over there. So you know, she is obviously, you know, a little nervous for me to be even discussing this with you. I said, but look, I said, I really feel like I can trust you, and I feel like both of you hopefully trust me, and I just want to kind of bring us all together here. So that's why I even asked her, you know, to just send me the prisms. You know, I didn't even ask her, can you up me? So that way I know it happened. And so I bought a level 4 prism for each of us.
It was nice of her to give you the prisms instead of saying, oh, I'll just do it.
Yeah, she's awesome, and yeah, so you may want to thank her.
So what does she want in return for that?
Huh?
What does she want in return for that?
Well, I mean, that we could possibly work together next round, and that we could, you know, kind of work on getting some of the same targets out that we want out. So,
well, I've wanted to work with Elena the entire time, but she just hasn't been as responsive as I would have liked.
I think. Well, me too.
I'm fine with that.
That's fine. I mean, but this game changes on the dime, you know.
There's hope. That's all we can ask for right now because we have no power.
So Adrian's telling you that he has 16 prisms, but he's not offering to do anything to use them to help you?
Nope.
So why would he? Why is he
half an hour? He didn't even offer.
Why is he telling you that he has prisms and then like what is he flaunting it at you or something? Like
I don't. I think he's still nervous that like I'm mad about the Viver thing because he knows me and Viver talk a lot. Mm-hmm. And I think he's still like nervous that I'm still pissed about that, which I kind of am, because he spent all day telling Viver he was gonna keep him.
Yeah.
But I knew Viver would backstab me, so like I knew he had to go eventually, and I'd rather it not have been me who sent him home. The one person that almost everyone is kind of agreeing now might need to go is Jace. This is because no one knows where Jace really is. He kind of just sways in the wind, and then he doesn't really tell people where he's voting. He's just like, oh, I kind of want this person out. So, the thing with Jace is, like, he's not reliable. Adrian was really pissed on that call, too. Because he's like, I don't know why Matt couldn't just tell you he voted to keep you. Like, I don't know why he had to make a drama out of it by making a scene. Because had you known that, there wouldn't have been a scene last night.
Yeah.
And he's like, I knew, but I wasn't going to tell you. I was going to make Matt tell you. Why couldn't you just tell me? That's so sketchy, Adrian. And he wonders why I don't fully trust him.
Yeah. I think the best thing would be now is for, as far as you and me go, like with like Matt or Adrian or any of those people, maybe like it would be good if you started to even maybe float to them or show to them that maybe you don't trust me 100%. And
well, I definitely hinted that to Matt because I knew Matt would be the person who'd believe it.
Yes, that's good.
Because I told him like I'm kind of pissed that Steve was lying to me that he voted to keep me and that you really did it. But he's still like, I don't know if I can fully trust you after you attacked my character. And I'm like, I just called you out for lying. Like, let's not act like I like called you fat or anything. Like, I just said that you're running the game, and he was. That's not attacking him. So I'm just trying to talk to people like Steve and Tony and Miranda and Adrian and figure out what's the best way to move forward and keep my own ass safe and start like thinning the game out.
I'm infuriated. So infuriated. Nick thinks he can try to blow my game up. No, Nick is stupid. Nick is like extremely stupid. I want to punch him in the face because he's basically trying to ruin my plans for this round. I wanted to get rid of Adrian's round. Can't do it right now because of Nick. Stupid.
Who are we gonna go after this round?
I think I honestly I'm tired of people who are floating. Because they're the people who will win this game because no one's spending prisms. They aren't spending prisms. They're letting other people spend prisms. So they're going to win prism ratio. And odds are they have a pretty easy time working their overall popularity because they can just boost themselves.
I think
so
that's really...
They're going to basically win two categories. Like, literally, if Nick, Jace, Steve... You know, if any of those three make it to the final, they're gonna win because they'll have two of the three categories. They don't even need to about. They can basically say, "Why is it when anything ever goes wrong, I'm the one who's being blamed?" Even though I literally only stole from him. Well, no, I technically stole from Jason and Adrian too. That was mostly to supplement my income so I could steal everything from Nick. Nick caused the problems this round, so I wasn't going to steal anything from anyone. Like, I was going to let everything be calm and normal this round. Until, A, this twist happened, and B, Nick decided to do everything in his fucking power to be, no, I'm ready. I think I'm going to take the power this round and use the word. No, you're a dumbass fool.
Hello, contestants. These are your popularity results. The first person in the chamber this round is Nick. The second person in the chamber this round is Jace. The third person in the chamber this round is Matthew. These are your popularity results. Again, Nick, Jace, and Matthew are in the chamber this round. Good luck, contestants.
Alright, so this past round was kind of an interesting one because basically I didn't really get a chance to do I put a target on myself. I kind of up. It was basically the first time in this game where I sincerely feel like I screwed up. It was at the live night. At the live night, I called out Adrian and said I want Adrian out. If Adrian leaves, that's perfectly fine. And of course, nothing in this game goes the way it's supposed to. I mean, okay, a couple things happen, but like, come on! I just want Adrian and Matt. Those two. How hard is it to get two people, Adrian and Matt? Those two people I want out of this game. Like, how hard can that be? But apparently, it's impossible.
I'm just gonna go with whatever needs to happen for me to stay safe, and we'll see what happens. Like both. So, hopefully, Jace or Matt leaves this round. That's the goal. I think that's the best case scenario. Whoops, bye, and we'll move on from there. So we'll see. Hopefully, everything goes well.
So I finally made it in the chamber. I was waiting for this moment to happen. So this is the end for me. I had a good run. I'm happy with my game. You know, I feel like I definitely was one of the better players of this season. I'm gonna be sad if I go, knowing that there are 4 people who don't deserve to be there. And that Adrian is a complete and utter idiot. And I spelled this out to Adrian yesterday. If you try to take Elena, Steve, and Nick to a Final Four, you will lose this game hands down. Like, done, dusted, it is over for you. The only Final Four you had a remote chance in was me, Miranda, Tony, and you. And let the chips fall where they may. But you did not want that option. You wanted to come after me. You blew that. So if I do survive this chamber, you're gone unless you steal all my prisms and try to find a way to get around it.
Hello, contestants. These are your chamber results. Before we get to the results, Elena did not submit a vote in time, so her vote was randomized. Now that we have that out of the way, on to the results. With 2 votes to save, Matthew, you are safe. That means it comes down to Nick and Jace. By a vote of 2-1, Jace, you are safe. That means, Nick, I'm sorry, you have been eliminated and removed from the system. You will join the jury, however, and have a say as to who wins this game.
Hey, so I got voted out. I saw it coming. I don't know if it was a combination of me being an idiot or an extremely unforeseen set of circumstances all adding up together. Oh, no more people joining the jury. I just had a lot of fun. Like, I tried my best in this game. I was pretty much eyeless and alone the entire game, and I fought my off, and that's all I can ask of myself. You know, I have to just accept, hey, if I had gotten that round to go my way, I probably had a very, very good chance of winning. So, I was like this close, but then really it was this close, but it's really this close. Like, everything was going my way, finally, and then I lost my footing. happens.